Hello, my name is Miss Tess, and today we're going to be making a garden sensory bin. Have you ever made a sensory bin before? They're really easy. You can use the materials around your house, and they're great for kids birth up through early elementary. So the first thing I recommend is finding yourself a nice sturdy container, preferably one with a lid. What I like to do is make these ahead of time before I'm going to need them, put them up in the closet, and bring them out when it's time to use them. So I've got my container. It's got a lid. Next up, I need to fill my sensory bin. Since we're going to be doing a garden today, I've decided to go ahead and use black beans as my filler. If you're feeling like a little bit of a mess or you want to do this outside, potting soil is really fun because it's got that nice texture and smell, but we're doing black beans today. And 1 gallon Ziploc is plenty for my container. So I've got my filling. Next up in my garden, I need some vegetables. So I've got lots of veggies right here that you would see in my parents' garden if you were to go visit them this weekend. We've got lots of peppers, strawberries, of course, a pumpkin for carving in the fall, just lots of yummy stuff. Now, once you've got your vegetables in the garden, you need to remember what you planted and where they are. So what I like to do is take a piece of paper, popsicle stick, and make a little marker so I remember what's in my garden. So I've got my peppers right here. Now, if your kids are old enough to start writing, they can write the words. However they want to spell it is fine. The important part is they know what it is. Or if they're not quite old enough to do spelling yet, they could write a little picture to show what's there. It's a great way of using symbolic literacy. So I've got my vegetables, I've got my signs to say what's where. Next up, I need some tools. So of course, we're gonna need some child-sized gardening gloves. And we're gonna need some child-sized tools to work in our little garden. So what you do is after you've got all of your nice materials here, you stick the lid back on, you take this sensory bin, you put it up in the closet, and you bring it out whenever it's time to play. And the goal here is for them to use their creativity and imagination to create whatever they want. So this is a really open-ended opportunity for them to learn through play. Now, you can add more things to this. Don't think that this is the holy grail of the vegetable garden bin. You can add things like some amphibians maybe. Every good garden has some amphibians in it. Or maybe you've got some little reptiles that need to live in your garden, like this little green garter snake, because the more that we're exposed to these types of things, the less we're afraid of them, right? So this is an example of what you might do, but you could do lots of other things. So for example, maybe your garden is a flower garden. My parents like to grow veggies. I prefer to grow flowers. So after my kids have played with the vegetable garden for a few days, I'm gonna go ahead and replace some of the materials in here with some flowers. And they can go ahead and grow some flowers in their garden. Now, if you have live flowers and you wanna throw these in, that would be really cool. It would be a nice texture, some great scents. But you also can go to Dollar Tree and get some fake flowers. Another fun thing to do with this bin is you can take lots of different size containers and they can play with creating arrangements. All of the different sizes are really great for math. And who knows, maybe you'll discover that your kids have a flair for creating beautiful bouquets to bring home for you. So that's all I have for you today. I hope that you tune in next time. Thanks!
If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and follow us on social media. Daniel Boone Regional Library.